I'm going to be going over how to do a mug cake. It's not just any mud, oh my god, bloopers. It's not just any mug cake. It is easy and fast. It's vegan and keto. Today is my husband's birthday, and we are doing the Daniel fast, so we can't have sugar, and I can't make him any traditional desserts because of that. And you're not supposed to use artificial sweeteners like erythritol or anything like that. So I'm going to make us each a mug cake using stevia, cacao powder, peanut butter. Typically it calls for eggs, but we can't have eggs right now, so making it vegan, I'm going to be using Aquafaba. Aquafaba is the liquid that comes in a can of chickpeas. So instead of draining the can, that liquid down the drain, you just put it into a container when you drain it instead, and you can use it in place of eggs, especially egg whites, but in the mud cake recipes it works just fine in place of a whole egg. I used 3 tablespoons of that for the egg, and I will get on with it. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to start. What I do first is all of the liquids. I just had some cocoa butter, which is actually like rocks of the cocoa butter, and I microwaved it for about 1.5 minutes. I would go in 30-second increments just to make sure that it's hot. Just to make sure that you don't overdo it. Dang, that's really hot. So I'm going to pour that in first. Then I have some almond milk, and it's 1 tablespoon that I'm going to do next. And then I just put this stuff over here so I can clean it up afterwards. I'm going to do like 2 kind of dropperfuls of stevia. So that's like a half. So I'm going to do maybe 1 more half. If it's a little sweeter, that's okay. So that's that. And then I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of baking powder. And it's 2 tablespoons of cacao. And then peanut butter. And it's 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I just kind of eyeball it. Sorry if that's loud. That's good. It might be a little bit of there might be a lot of peanut butter. And then I just take a little whisk, and since the other stuff is hot, it kind of melts the peanut butter a little bit and makes it easier to whisk together. Before you actually microwave it, you want to kind of make sure that it's all mixed. All mixed up. Dang. So I'm going to mix that, and then I will show you. I almost forgot like the magic ingredient, which is the Aquafaba. If you're not familiar, Aquafaba is the liquid that comes in a can of garbanzo beans, otherwise known as chickpeas. And instead of draining it down the sink like I've done for years, I've realized that you can use it in place of egg whites especially. Usually you would use an egg in a mug cake, but in this experiment that I've done, I've noticed that if I use 3 tablespoons of the Aquafaba, that it replaces a whole egg. Even though usually it just replaces egg whites, it works in this recipe. So I just shook it up so you can see it's kind of foamy on top because I wanted to make sure that whatever's in there is evenly dispersed. And then this is a 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to add a little extra to make it 3. And I want to make sure that I have enough for later because I want to make one fresh one for my husband later since it's his birthday. And so I'll stick this back in the refrigerator. Be right back. And so now it should be a little easier. I was wondering why it was so hard to stir. It's so hard. But now I realize I was missing a lot of liquid. So go ahead and do this, and then I'll microwave it and show you with it. It's a little bit kind of not solid, but it's definitely really thick. It's not going to be really liquidy. I'm going to go ahead and microwave it for 60 seconds. It's done. It's been 60 seconds, and you can see that it definitely rose up to the top. And you can hopefully see it's a little bit like chocolate peanut butter in color, like it should be, since that's what we added to it. So let's see here. I use a little bit of color spoon. It's going to be probably a little bit hot. I can see it steaming. It's really good. You'll be surprised. When I was experimenting the other day, I tried it with the Aquafaba, and my husband said, this is remarkable. So hopefully you'll think so too. Hopefully he will again tonight when I make it for him after dinner for his birthday. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks.